Hey, Bob. Alright. What's going on? Oh, you heard him? Okay. Alright.
It's like this, like controlled environment, uncontrolled environment.
As soon as he gets free, I'm going to put him on the phone with you.
One of my websites is better than that's the formula. Yeah, I get interviews, but really there's no response. Talk radio is where I get a response.
Is that Panasonic?
Just Sony.
Alex?
I have one that looks like,
Who's Bob?
I have one that looks like Panasonic. It's, yeah.
Kenny, I got this up. I'm not getting audio. Why am I got it muted?
It's an HD. It's not, it's amazing how simple it is. The design. So you process right here and then streams over broadband, right? Or is it a cell? This connection?
Well, it's
How many hits we get?
what's it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the cell companies, but it's a broadband.
Yeah, I'm muted.
Yeah, they're great, man. I'm the live on the internet on the website.
All right. Thanks, bro.
We have audio too?
Yeah. Yeah, I just had my guy check on two computers in Austin, so I'm making a log in there. I don't know why it's going on.
That's it. Why isn't it not working? Well, tell me how to do it. This is the guy from the city transportation talking about now listen, here, you do that. I use a mouse. I get it.
This is the state road report. Mike, where did you get that?
They took it down. Osama bin Laden speak. Well, tell Beak that there's no reason why you can't email that to him and he can't open that up.
Because he's opening up with a different program.
Hey, the best place for you to get is set a chair up on that end and shoot this way.
Can you borrow this chair?
Thomas, look at me. You sit here.
Yeah, absolutely.
That way he can shoot.
Anywhere you want.
Here, shoot. Shoot that way.
I appreciate it.
And then I would
be here. You're
can
going to be
almost,
here.
can almost just set the camera up on that.
I'll worry about it.
Try that. See the angulation.
Will that pick up through the microphones or not broadcast?
I'm going to go get a practical.
Oh,
get a practical.
right on, baby.
This should get it.
Can I get a quick picture with you?
Sure, bro. Good, thank you. Sit down here, Commander.
Yeah, I can play it here. We can't get it on Adobe Audition.
Rachel, we broadcasting?
Yes, sir.
All right, flip it around so I can see the screen.
Oh, you want to see we got a good shot?
Perfect, perfect. Let's see Tom. Looks like he's a jolly great giant with a higher chair. That looks good, though. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so you'll be able to hear him.
I do Fox out here.
I mean, I've heard you're a syndicated show a lot. You're doing that still, huh?
No, you know what? I'm not. Because I had a couple kids and I didn't go out. But they're actually talking to me about it. And I was in KTRH producing for a long time.
Well, I was on a couple stations in and around Austin.
That station changed KTRH. They got
Licensed to be on 1260 in Austin. And then it went to sports.
Let me talk to Beak real quick.
So, Mike, the instant, I'm just going to take this now, the instant message.
Yeah, man, can you take that MP3 file, open it with something else, because you're opening with Audition, it's putting the wrong fucking bit rate in. See if you can open it with something else and get it out there. Because we just
Well, I'm going to line out and let him run into your recorders.
I know. He's going to do it here if he can.
Okay, save it to your desktop, then you're going to want to right-click it and hit Open With. So try to open it with something other than Adobe Audition. All right, man.
Are they on our? They're not on our side. Yeah, they are. Well,
Don't delete them. I'll deal with them later.
I know, but that's okay. I just like forwarding them out of
So compared to what you've seen in other cities, the cops have been pretty professional here.
Yeah, they're very prepared.
So were you on Boyle's Wishback Alder?
Yeah.
He's a freaking
One of those two. Who are the guys? Who's his first name?
Glenn?
Yeah. I mean, they lost. They did have on their website something about violence, and they forgot much of it. So man, all the fires. It's just a decency sitting around.
Hey, we should be up by now.
Yes.
All right, I'm here, by the way. Okay, I'm sorry, I just looked at the clock. We got all kinds of stuff happening here, so Tom Martino live at the Democratic National Convention. Well, I should say the activities down here. We're at the American Presidential Experience. I just want to say something quickly about that. It is truly a good thing for the family. You love it. They have a replica of the Oval Office, exact dimensions, furniture, all of that, desk, and then they have Air Force One. They also have some cool historical memorabilia from campaigns and from first ladies, presidents. They'll put together a guy named Jim Womack. He was just a history club and put this together. He travels all over the country. It is really a good experience. You can get there without too much hassle. Don't think it's too much of a hassle because of the convention. You come up or down Federal, come up.
I have to say, we just pulled right in the parking lot, walked right in. I mean, it was just easy.
Now, this is Alex Jones you're listening to from Infowars.com. Alex has made himself quite famous with his theories, his movies, his essays.
And what I like about Alex is you can't really tell if he's Republican or Democrat or what the hell he is. You just listen to him, and it's fun. But it's also pretty serious if 1/10 of the things he says are true. He is heavily researched, unlike a lot of people, and he really does his homework. Some of the things he's advanced in the past, of course, is that 9/11, the events of 9/11 were orchestrated by some faction of the government. I don't think he's alleging that.
More of a corporate crime syndicate that hooks into private intelligence firms with moles inside the government.
And he has quite convincing films. And by the way, the film Loose Change, have you ever seen that?
Yes, well, there's 3 editions. And there's 1, 2, and 3.
What do you think about those films?
I mean, I think for Dylan, when he was like 20, 21, 22, making them, I think he did a great job. And then, and I'm friends with them. They themselves have said that, it was just ideas and information that they were putting forward. And I'd say about 95% of Loose Change second edition's accurate, about 90% of the first
edition. And then you
edition.
did yours. What's yours called about 9/11?
Well, I actually produced the final cut of Loose Change that just came out about 9 months ago, and it's an excellent film. But they were just asking questions. That's why the film was so successful. I made 9/11 The Road to Tyranny, and I released that 4 months after 9/11, the first major 9/11 film. But my film went into the history of government-sponsored terror, hundreds of declassified examples that aren't debatable, where the United States criminal elements, the CIA and others, staged terror attacks. There's different types of staged events. They provocateur, they have criminal groups, hire terror groups, and then they fund them to carry out attacks, and the young Muslims doing it or others never even know who they were working for. Those are declassified. Then you have examples where the government actually carries them out completely themselves and then blames it on enemy.
Well, we've heard of this happening with foreign governments. We've never really wanted to believe that factions...
Well, Gulf of Tonkin, they out was staged. And the attacks on our ships in '64 to get us into Vietnam. People say, well, nobody died in those attacks, but then 58,000 Americans died, over 1 million Vietnamese. And then, of course...
Let's just talk about, in general, because I know you do talk a lot about 9/11